Not sure if you heard, but Mac Jones debuted in the NFL last night. What's going on, bottom line viewers? It's Mitch here, back with another NFL video. In this video, we are analyzing Mac Jones' performance from week 1 of the 2021 NFL preseason, going throw by throw and giving you my thoughts on how Mac Jones performed in his very first game as a New England Patriot. Probably the most anticipated Patriots preseason game in like a long time. So let's take a look at how Mac Jones played. Before I give you my thoughts on Mac Jones' debut in the NFL, make sure that you do spike that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos just like this. And get in that comment section and let me know how you thought Mac Jones did. If you're curious, I did do a live stream last night giving commentary for the entirety of the Patriots Washington football team game, so check it out. Mac Jones entered the game, first quarter, 23 seconds left. Cam Newton had 2 drives, and then Mac Jones came in with some of the starters for the Patriots, including the entirety of the offensive line, and was playing some backups and some starters from the Washington football team defense. It is important to note, though, that he wasn't playing Chase Young or the starting Washington defense. So definitely keep that in mind when you are looking at this footage and trying to determine which direction the Patriots should go at quarterback, because that definitely does matter. But let's start with the first throw. So 2nd and 6, Mac Jones in the empty. They're seeing what he can do right away. He throws this ball under a bit of pressure to Jakobi Meyers. This ended up actually being called incomplete, but we'd see on the replay that Mac Jones actually completed that pass to Jakobi Meyers, but they didn't end up challenging it. Bill Belichick said he didn't challenge it because he didn't feel like it. But that first throw, not exactly the most power on it. He did get hit right as he threw it. Didn't really step into the throw. Not one of his greatest throws. It was in the area. It was good enough to catch the ball. So it wasn't a great throw, great pass, but it was decent. All right, so 3rd and 6, Mac Jones throws the ball outside. This is perfect. Okay, this is the first thing I saw from Mac Jones right away. The offense looks a lot more like it did with Tom Brady. And that's no offense to Cam Newton. That's just the way Mac Jones plays. He's a timing, he's a precision, he's an accuracy guy. And that's exactly what Mac Jones brings to the table. He brings timing, he brings accuracy to the table. And he brings just impeccable ability to read coverages at a very fast rate for such a young player. And that's what we're going to see throughout these highlights. He put that ball right on the money. Not, super strong arm from Mac Jones on that throw. That was perfectly placed and easy to catch. Very catchable ball. On 3rd down, nonetheless. So then we enter the second quarter, which is still, I believe, the first drive. Play action. This is a classic Patriots concept. I mean, I've seen this so many times. Receiver gets open over the middle, right on the money. Again, a catchable ball. Perfectly placed. And that's the thing with Mac Jones that I really like. His release is quick and he is very decisive. I think, Cam Newton there probably completes that pass, but it takes it longer to get there. Mac Jones is also very good at getting a guy in stride when he's throwing that ball and allowing for yards after catch there. Kendrick Bourne just fell down. He was open in space. So 1st and 10, Jones well protected, goes down the field for Wilkerson. And that should have been a catch. That, to me, should have been a catch. That should have been a touchdown. That was a perfectly placed ball by Mac Jones. They don't show the replay here on the NFL highlights, but just look at this ball. Like, nearly perfect. I think if Wilkerson fights for the ball a little bit better, that could be a touchdown, but that just shows Mac Jones isn't just a short and intermediate guy. He is not only in his first action willing to be aggressive, go down the field, make that throw, period, but he can also make it actually physically as well. So then we have 3rd and 7, another play where it's 3rd down and medium. They're putting the ball in Mac Jones' hands, see what he can do. Again, well protected. Nothing really there on that one. Now, I don't have the all 22. I can't tell you if anybody was open. getting rid of it in a timely fashion. Maybe he could have held on to it, maybe tried to buy a little bit more time there to try to find somebody down the field. But hey, that's what he was known for in college, and that's what I liked a lot about him, right? Was the ability to play for another down, not necessarily always treat every play like the last play of the game, not always try to force things. And that's something that we really loved as Patriots fans about Tom Brady, and that's what Mac Jones has here. Also in the preseason, I mean, you're more trying to deliver your reads and just go through the process more so than actually trying to win the game. But, you know, if that were a real game, I maybe would kind of be more on him for not trying to make a big play there. But that's just kind of preseason. So 1st and 10, play action again. Mac's looking down the field, trying to see if anybody's open. He ends up checking it down, open to J.J. Taylor. And this is something that Brady haters would always say, or Breeze haters even. Oh, the guy doesn't throw the ball down the field. Well, when you could pick up an easy first down on your check down, that's exactly efficient football. It's efficient football. It's not exactly impressive, but what is impressive is that Mac Jones was able to look down the field and then come back to the underneath very quickly and get the ball in his hands of the receiver and playmaker to get that first down. That is what's impressive about Mac Jones, right? Nothing physically is going to fly off the screen, but just the processing of going through your reads is impressive. So right there, I like this pass, even though it's only 3, 4, 5 yards or whatever, gets the ball in a position where N'Keal Harry can catch the ball on the run. That wasn't N'Keal Harry, that was Wilkerson. Gets the ball to Wilkerson in a position where he can catch and run. So that's very important in the Patriots offense, and that's sometimes where I feel like he is an upgrade over Cam, because he throws more of a yards after catch ball. What was also impressive here in terms of passing, I still think Cam will be the starter, and I think he deserves to be the starter. I'm just saying Mac is definitely a more accurate passer, and that's part of the reason why, because he puts a very catchable ball that you can get yards after catch, and that's what he was very good at Alabama. Now, he has pressure coming off the edge. Very important to notice. He makes a little shuffle up in the pocket, just enough, again, very Brady-like, just to get enough space to throw that ball to Wilkerson. A lot of young quarterbacks, that's the difference. A lot of young quarterbacks may not even see that guy coming after them. And although it looks subtle and doesn't look like much, I think it's a pretty impressive play. That's not one of his best throws to Jakob Johnson. Throws it out to the flat. Probably could have delivered it a little bit more higher up the field. Now, what I think happened for Mac here is basically I thought he threw it a little bit awkwardly. So we'll see his delivery on this play. He kind of throws it maybe too quick in his mechanics a little bit because he was getting pressed off the edge. And he saw the guy off the edge, so he quickly threw it. And I thought he kind of threw it off his back foot a little bit. So that didn't allow for the best throw. But he'll get used to that. I felt like Mac Jones wasn't as good when he was under center. And that's mostly because he never really played under center in college. But now he's back in the shotgun. Here's a play where he looks to scramble and actually shows some quick, agile feet there to shuffle up in the pocket and make a little run for it. He didn't end up getting the first down. At least he shows that he can move a little bit just to get a couple yards. And he's not as unathletic as some people suggest. First down here in the next quarter, gets it to J.J. Taylor. Another yards after catch type of throw and play there. Again, another check down. But Mac Jones is good at that, man. He's good at recognizing when to take the check down. And that's something that Brady, in 01, 02, 03, when he was kind of like more so a game manager than the star of the team because they had a great defense, that's what he was very good at. And that's kind of what I think they're going to expect from Mac Jones. 2nd and 3, another good ball to Harry here, right over the middle where he gets it in front of him, so he's able to run after the catch. I don't know why Harry went backwards, but he was able to still get the first down. Mac Jones here, quick out to the right, throws it very accurately to the outside shoulder where it can't be intercepted. Here's a bubble screen. This is something where Mac Jones with the RPO game is very, very good. What's also very skilled about this throw is something that I felt Drew Brees was very good at. which was the ability to put, again, a yards after catch throw right in front of the guy to get those yards. I know it's like a 2-yard throw, but if the guy throws it behind him or to the wrong side or not in front of him in a proper placement, it's not going to be a good play. But because it's put in a perfect spot, Wilkerson's able to make that first guy miss as he does and get the first down. That's small, but it's a big thing in the NFL, because if you don't make a good throw there, place the ball perfectly, it's not a good play. 1st and 10 back in the empty, which I was impressed they put him this much in the empty. Another throw over the middle, accurate, again, decisive, again, completion, again. These are all his attempts, guys, so this includes the incompletions, right? 3rd and 3, he had a lot in a row. I think he had like 8 completions in a row. 3rd and 3 here, this isn't a completion, one of his more impressive completions, in my opinion. So he goes right here, 3rd and 3, this is 3rd down. So he's looking, he's deciding between the running back here and I believe the little kind of, I guess you would call it like a curl option type route to Wilkerson, and he ends up going and threading the needle there between 2 defenders. Perfectly placed ball again, a little bit of zip on that one, and gets the first down. 1st and 10, Jones little screen pass. Again, we actually saw earlier in the game, a lot of Cam's offense was a lot of screens. So screens are a big part of Patriots offense, and you need to be able to execute it well. This is nothing special, but Mac puts it on the guy, and again, yards after catch. So 2nd and 10, another bubble screen there. That one wasn't, I would say, his best throw, but good enough. 3rd and 4, again in the empty. So we see kind of recurring theme here. They're putting him in a lot of empty, a little bit of under center, a little bit of plays that it looks like an offense that they would run with Mac Jones. Now this guy's screaming at him here, 79, and he has to throw the ball away, right? So that was smart by Mac Jones. I mean, he didn't really have anything open here. Right, move my head out of the way. You can't really see anybody. So nobody really open. There's a guy, 2 guys going to hit him, and he throws the ball at the dirt. I mean, that's smart. That's a smart play. That's something that Brady would do a lot. Again, I got to bring up Brady because he's the guy. Play action. Gets hit, right? I thought this was a good play for him to get in the preseason because he got hit as soon as he threw the ball, and that one ended up being incomplete. Let's just go back and watch that a little bit. Again, the backup offensive line on New England is not very good, but he got smashed, threw the ball, and gave an opportunity for his receiver to catch it. It was good coverage overall. Last couple throws here, 2nd and 15. This one, he gets sacked. Not going to say that was a good play by him, but it does look like that Mac Jones is willing to take the sack. I think something that will allow Mac Jones to get this job if he ends up getting it is the ability to not mess up, right? I think Bill Belichick trusts the quarterback that is going to protect the ball. That's going to be consistent. And honestly, if Cam Newton doesn't protect the ball, if Cam Newton isn't consistent, then Mac Jones will replace him sooner rather than later. That's just the way it's going to be because Mac Jones has shown that he is good at these things. He's good at the little things, which is very impressive for a rookie. A lot of the times, a rookie's going to throw a pick. A rookie's going to get stripped in the first game. He's going to throw a bad pass. We literally did not see Mac Jones do that once in this game. Here he goes down the field for an opportunity to Gunnar Olszewski. Another nice ball down the field, but just doesn't connect with Gunnar. So that was Mac Jones' performance in week number 1 of the 2021 NFL preseason. I was very impressed. I saw a guy that was composed. I saw a guy that was poised. I saw somebody that looked well beyond his years. Very accurate, great ball placement. Not exactly the greatest arm, obviously not the greatest athlete, didn't show much in that regard. Showed a little bit of pocket movement here and there, but just looked like somebody in an offense that's so difficult to understand and process and get right away. Mac Jones looks like he's well beyond a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo at the same stage that New England drafted. Any rookie I've ever seen from the Patriots, he's well beyond. And I think he looks like the future of this franchise, a future franchise quarterback. I was a big Mac guy going into the draft, and I think everything we saw here is exactly why I was pumped when the Patriots drafted him. I'm comfortable with either quarterback starting this season, and just seeing this performance already in week 1 of the preseason, I think Mac could have success in year 1 of his NFL career if he does end up starting. So thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you do Gronk spike that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more BLV NFL vids just like this. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.